Hi everyone, welcome back to Canary Cast. Norwich City have done it again, beating Swansea 1-0 at the death pretty much. That's 7 unbeaten, 5 wins. Jacob, we are at the right end of the table, mate.
Bit of a shit house.
Yeah.
Don't quite know how we've won that game, but you know what? We'll take it, mate. Tim Krul, I know the shots are straight at him, the Jamal Lowe one, but the other ones, the Ayew one, what a save. Bidwell as well, I think, had a chance.
Yeah, I mean, there's a hat-trick of saves from Tim today. He kept us in it and was
And he's
comfortably
done
the
it
best
again.
player. Yeah.
Brentford, Bristol City, Wickham, you could say they had a couple of chances. Birmingham, no. Brentford kept the score down. Bournemouth, he kept the score down. Brilliant. I think he's definitely on his way to winning player of the season because he is the best keeper in the league by far.
Yeah, Barry Butler trophy for Christmas at this rate. Let's start where we always do, line up Zimmerman in for Gibson, which I know we were both a bit worried about at the start of the game.
Fair play to them. I thought they dealt with the corners well enough. There was one, obviously, who had the header hit the post. And then Lowe has a couple of opportunities where you're like, okay, Zimbo's lost him there, a bit rusty. But you got to say clean sheet at the end of the day. I know we've kind of scraped a clean sheet there. If Swansea have Timo Pukki, they win that game comfortably, don't they, with those chances? But you know what? It was better than what I was expecting that partnership to be. So fair play to them both.
The other change, Kenny in for Lucas Rupp. Both forced changes, you would imagine. Neither Gibson nor Rupp deserved to be dropped.
No, they both had knocks in there. Daniel Farke said beforehand. I thought Kenny played well first half. Second half, Swansea switched it up to 4-5-1, and they just dominated the midfield, didn't they? And then you just get a bit of luck, you know. But bit of luck actually. You know what? No, screw the bit of luck. We brought on Barley Mumba. He's Roberto Carlos, mate. Where has this kid come from? What a performance! Fair play to him. You know what? Is he 19 years of age? He's come on and gone. You know what? I haven't played enough this season. I come on for 2 minutes against Bristol City. I'm going to make a difference here. I've got a midfielder playing at fullback where I've been told I should play. Screw that. I'm here to play now. And he's put himself in there for the next game against Middlesbrough, potentially.
You could tell he's played on the wing for South Shields before, couldn't you? He seems like he can play in a lot of positions. He seems like a bit of a utility man, but he was genuinely the difference maker when he came on.
Attacking, he looks. You can't really judge him on his defensive ability after one game, but going forward, you can tell he's going to be a pain in the backside. Like you say, he played on the wing for South Shields, played up front for South Shields. So I still don't know how we work out that he's a fullback, but you know what? I don't care. He was brilliant, really, really good. And you know what? That's just that raw, kind of untaught ability, isn't it? You know, he hasn't. It's probably the bonus of not being with Daniel Farke too long. Because you see a lot of those players, you can tell they've been told to cut back or been told to take that extra pass. He's just like, no, I'm going to play my natural ability, my natural style. Fair play to him. Absolutely brilliant performance.
Yeah, it was. The low crossing was brilliant, and it wasn't the first one he delivered. There was a number of them. He came on for Quetta, who, you know what's coming, Jacob. There's no end product there again today.
He should score. The first one he has to score. We were saying that, weren't we? It's a sitter. If he hits it, I want him to hit that with power. So the guy on the line, I think it was Connor Roberts, doesn't have a chance of blocking it. You probably want it a little bit more style, just whip it into the corner. Either way, it has to score. It was a shot that kind of looked like a player who wasn't confident in scoring it, was it really? We still don't play to his strengths, though, mate. I'm still holding out judgment because, you know what, we're not getting it to him enough in that space. I know it's a difficult one. I don't think Swansea were as bad today, but in other games, you know, we've had a lot of teams drop back against us. It will take time for him to develop that style, mate. You know, Championship's a unique league, and it's his third start, I think. So, you know what, hold judgment. But no, at the moment, he's not fully there. But he has got a threat. You can't deny that.
Yeah, the pace is a threat. I just think with that finish, just put it anywhere but straight at the defender, and that's a goal. It's really frustrating.
It's timid. It's very timid, isn't it?
Yeah, agreed. At times the game today was quite bitty. I mean, Swansea picked up loads of yellow cards. I'm thinking especially towards the end of the first half. Wasn't our best game. We had to get in there, be a bit scrappy at times. But you know, Marco Stiepermann, who was in and out of the game, to be fair, fell to him at the right minute, and he, you know, puts it in when it mattered. But it was by no means a classic performance, and it was, you know, very bitty and all over the shop at times.
I thought he looked quite tired. I'm surprised Daniel didn't take him off. And you know what? Normally you'd say he could probably drag that wide, can't he? 5 times out of 10. He either puts it in that corner like he does, or he'll drag it wide. Marco Stiepermann on his day is a very good number 10 at this level and will cause a lot of problems. Again, brilliant from Barley. Fair play to Emi Buendia, by the way. You know what? Sometimes he goes down a little bit too easily for my liking, doesn't use his frame, which he does have. You can say he's got that physicality. Does really well. And I love it when he came off there. He was sitting on like the side and he was so intent on watching it. And that shows to me that he's fully invested now, at least until January. We've got a really top quality player there. But no, great finish. And we've shit out it. You know what? It's lovely because last season we had a couple of games where we should have picked up points. We gave away silly goals, didn't score our opportunities. So you could even say in other championship campaigns. So it's really refreshing to see, you know what, a game where we would have come on here if it was 0-0 and said, you know what, we're fortunate. So it's nice to see. And like you say, we're at the right end of the table going into an international break. The boys look tired, don't they? It's absolutely ridiculous, this kind of this
schedule.
The schedule, and just the intensity. You know, that's why we're missing Gibson. That's why we're missing Rupp, who I thought we did actually miss today.
I really didn't think we'd be sat here just before the international break, being 7 unbeaten, 5 wins. And it's not like we're blowing teams away. We are actually having to fight for results. Obviously, it's a championship, granted. But I think it would be fair to say I didn't expect us to be like this early. I thought we'd have some decent performances and maybe we'd blow away one of the poorer teams. But I didn't think we'd be grinding out results against better teams in this league. I mean, we're in the middle of a run of fixtures that actually looks quite tough, but we're, one by one, we're just getting through them, picking up points, even if it is just a point. And we're, Jacob, this is happening. We actually look, or starting to look, pretty good.
It's getting there. I think one poor season in the Premier League makes teams very fearful of you. You know, when we won the title, there was that 10, 15 games where it was kind of like, Norwich are looking good, but can they go and do it? And teams were still having a go at us, weren't they? If like we saw against Bristol City, any team have a go at us and a poor defensively, we'll score 3 against them easily. If they give Marco Stiepman space, he'll find Timu Puki. But there's so many teams now that drop back against us, and we're struggling with that. We do need to learn about that. I don't think that was as much of an issue today. We didn't take our opportunities in those first 15 minutes where I thought we were absolutely excellent, considering the schedule again. I thought we were very good against a good Swansea team. They blocked a lot of shots, didn't they? Again, 5 at the back. You're thinking, but you know what? Like you say, mate, you've got to be confident there and compliment kind of the players. You know, they've put in a real shift over these 3 weeks where they've played about 7 games, which is ludicrous, really.
Clean sheet as well. I know that's mainly down to Tim Krul today, and Jamal Lowe was dangerous. If his shooting was any good, we'd have lost the game. I mean, Ayew was dangerous. There's a moment where he somehow won a header between Hanley and Zimmerman. He then went over to Sorensen's side for the second half, or at least at the start of it. They did, they were a threat, but another clean sheet, which, neither of us expected pre-game.
No, and let's be at the end of the day, you look at our squad, we've got quite a few injuries. We've got 4 or 5 now, if you include Rupp and Gibson today. And you're still able to bring on players of real quality. And look at the players we left on the bench. Hugill, Vrancic. They're championship game changers at this level. I think, along with Watford, we've probably got the strongest depth of squad. It's just about using it correctly, isn't it? And you know what? I think Daniel Farke has done well. The substitutions we questioned, didn't we? But you know what? Barley Member makes the difference.
Yeah.
And you've got to credit him. You can only top your hat off and say, Daniel Farke, you got it spot on again, mate. Fair play.
Yeah, spot on. When Mumba came on, I did think, has he been on the cans? Like, what? That's not the place to put him on, surely. But no, fair play. You got it absolutely spot on. He changed the game. Jacob, I think we'll leave it there, unless you want to mention anything else.
No, just want to say thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we've got a big guest coming next week. Really excited to be able to do that interview. So yeah, that will be our kind of international break content. But you know what? Yeah, comment down below. Do you think we deserve to win? Don't think we did, but you know what? We'll win. I think we're in the top 2 now, aren't we? So happy days.
Yeah, keep ticking over, keep getting results. It's all going to plan thus far. Thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the week. Take care.